Hi everybody, it's your girl Chanel with Girltalk Tarot. Welcome to my channel, you guys. More importantly, welcome to your reading. So this is a pick a card reading. This is for the reading, How Does My Father See Me? So what we're going to do is take a look at how your father views you. What does he see when he thinks of you? What does he see when he sees you? This isn't a feelings reading, you guys, so I do want to be clear about that. This is just going to be about how he perceives you. So with that being said, we have 4 groups. Group 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll go ahead and be quiet and allow you to pick your pile in peace. All right, you guys, I do hope that was enough time. If it wasn't, don't worry about it. Go ahead and hit the pause button. Take as much time as you'd like. Catch the timestamp down below, and I'll see you on the other side. Cheers. Hi, Group 1. Welcome to your reading. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and take a look here and see how your father feels about you. Oh, excuse me, not how he feels about you, but how he sees you. How does he perceive you? What are his opinions of you? What does he see with you? Okay. It's almost like we're going to be looking through his lens. Okay. Let's take a look here and see. First out is recovery. We then have grief. We have despondence, renewal, faith, and joy. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Group 1. So right away, I can see that this group, you guys have gone through something quite traumatic here in your life. There's been something here that's brought you a lot of sadness, maybe even some depression here. A really, really deep black hole, okay? And so your father saw you go through that. And right now, it's like he sees you recovering from that. He sees you doing a lot better. He sees you coming out of this dark place. He sees you renewing your faith in God, in spirituality, in life, in yourself. Okay, so he sees you just completely transforming, and he sees like this whole new butterfly. Like he sees you going from a place of grief and sadness and, you know, possible depression for some of you guys to a place of joy and surrender. Okay, so that's big, a huge recovery. This group, you guys really went through something. There it is, the Tower. Yeah, there was some really catastrophic event here for you guys. For some of you, this was an external thing that happened in your life. And for others of you, this was like an internal just destruction. You know what I mean? This could have been caused by someone in your life. This could have been caused by a situation, Group 1. This could have been caused by your father. This could be caused by, you know, a plethora of different things here. But the point is that he knows that you went through this, you know, Tower here. Something hit you and it hit you hard. We have the 7 of Coins, the 2 of Swords, the 6 of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. Beautiful. So your father sees you making really good decisions right now in your life. Your father sees you really investing in yourself, Group 1. Investing the time and energy into something here, maybe even into yourself, self-help, self-improvement. But it's like your father sees that you're putting in that time. Your father sees you as being your father still sees you as being his little girl or his little boy, okay? He still sees you as this young, innocent child in his mind. So when he thinks of you, it's hard for him to differentiate, you know, the you now versus the you then. It's like, because in his mind, Group 1, you will always be the little girl or the little boy, you know? And so he definitely sees you as that. For some of you, your father may have left at a very early age, and he can only see you as this child because that's what he remembers. So some of you, your father, you didn't really know your father in your adult life, teenage adult life, even, you know, I mean, it'll be different for you guys, but I'm getting that vibe here as well. So yeah, I see some of you guys are recovering a relationship that you even have with your father, because there could have been something that, you know, happened as a child or something like that. We also have, but yeah, your father also views you as being very honest, group 1, very intelligent. Wow, we have indecision here twice. So your father could be waiting for you to make a move, group 1. Your father sees you as having a hard time making a decision as it pertains to someone or something in your life. Interesting. It could have to do with your past. It could have to do with someone from your past or a child. It could have to do with your recovery here. We have the loving man showing up. Great achievement. I feel like your father is proud of you, group 1. Your father is proud of you for chasing your dreams. Some of you are experiencing some achievements here in your career, and your father can see that, whether or not he's watching from, you know, close by or from afar. He can see that you are, you know, on your way, and you are making some achievements. You are experiencing some level of success here. And so it feels like he's feeling proud of you. We have the happy family showing up, group 1. So he sees that you're a family man or a family woman, that you take care of your family, you love your family, you have a happy family and a happy home. He does see that you're stressing out about something here that's bringing you down, bringing you some anxiety, some worry. He sees that you may doubt yourself sometimes, group 1, because some of you are a creative artist, or there's something here that you're chasing. And, you know, it may be really hard to get. And a lot of people may tell you it's damn near impossible. And he sees you stressing out about that. For others of you, it's stressing out about a relationship. Yeah. So for some of you, he sees you're going through a hard time within a relationship here. It could be any relationship. It could even be with him, you guys. This loving man could be your father showing up here. But it does look like there's some conflict here with someone in your family. So I do feel like this has to do with him. I feel like you guys have a little bit of a rocky relationship, this group. We have the woman holding a coin. So yeah, he definitely sees you as being successful. He sees you as being a go-getter, a career-driven woman, or a career-driven man. He also sees you as invention. Wow. So he sees you as someone who is able to create things, group 1. You're able to start something from scratch. You're able to put something out into the universe that existed in your mind first, and you like manifested somehow. You're like the magician. So he sees you being very, very magnetic, just a go-getter, a hustler. You know what I'm saying? He sees you as that, and he is so proud of you. It just looks like, you know, there's some conflict here, some sadness, and it just feels like he sees you going through this, whether it's with him or not, and it breaks his heart. So that's what I see here with this group, you guys. I hope this resonated and made sense. I wish you the best of luck with your relationship with your father and anyone else in your life who you may be having some hostilities with. I love you, group 1. If this resonated with you, please consider giving it a thumbs up. It does help my channel to grow. If you guys are new here, consider subscribing. I post new pick a card readings every week, and I do new zodiac energetic readings every month. Be blessed, group 1. I love you. Ciao. Hi, group 2. Welcome to your reading. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get started. You know I don't like to waste your time. Let's go ahead and take a look here and see how your father sees you. How does he perceive you? How does he think of you? What are his opinions of you? How does he see you right now in your life, where you are? All that stuff. All right, group 2. What do we have here? We have dissipating. I'm just going to pull some cards and then we'll talk about it. And we have passion. So there's a dissipating passion for some of you guys. He feels like you're losing your passion for something that you really, really love. You could be losing hope or faith in yourself. He sees that you're, kind of watching time pass you by. Wow, we have the Nine of Pentacles coming through here. The King of Wands. The Five of Cups. The Ace of Swords. The Ten of Cups. The Nine of Cups. Wow. The Six of Pentacles. The Seven of Swords. And the Two of Cups. Wow. All right. Group 2. Interesting. So it looks like your father sees you as being very much so happy with your relationship here. Some of you guys are married. Some of you are just in a really significant relationship. And he sees you, you know, having this whole family life here. He sees you being very happy. He sees you as being very nurturing, group 2, very giving. He sees you as just being abundant. There's a sense of abundance that I'm feeling with this group. He does see some sadness here, group 2. So there could be something here that you lost, could be someone that you lost, and he sees you grieving over that. But your father naturally thinks that you are abundant. He thinks that you're a very happy kind of person. But for some of you guys, there could be something that happened here that caused that to switch a little bit. He sees you as being a very generous person. You definitely help out a lot. Some of you even help your father out financially. Some of you help your father out with just time that you spend with him. He just sees you as being a very giving and generous person. He also sees you as being very, very witty, group 2. You're like a fox. You're always 2 steps ahead of everybody else. So he sees you always, you know, plotting and planning your next move. There is a sense of loneliness here that I'm feeling, and it feels like it's coming from your father, because I see it feels like he's looking at your life from the outside in, if that makes sense. It feels like he's watching you, group 2. It feels like he's watching you from afar. But I definitely see here that he feels like you're very, like you have your own life. And it's a good life. He sees that you have a good life. He sees this relationship. If it's not a marriage, it's definitely someone very significant to you, group 2. And for those of you who are not with someone romantically, there's a strong partnership here. Could be a business partnership. It could be even a really close friendship here. But he views you as being just a really good person. There are a lot of cups here, so he views you as being very emotionally put together, emotionally available, even financially available, group 2. It's like you're good. A lot of you are incredibly financially independent. He sees you as his princess, group 2. Or his prince. He sees you, he's actually quite proud of you. And your sense of independence. If you're not financially all put together here, then there's just this sense of independence, group 2. There's this sense of, I'm good. He sees you as being very creative, very passionate, and very driven. Specifically as it pertains to your career. There's a lot of passion here. He sees you as being a go-getter. But he does see that you hold on to resentments, things that have happened in the past that didn't work out so well. Sometimes he sees that you are a little too hard on yourself. We have pride here and forgiveness. Wow. Yes, I really feel like with this group, you guys have probably gone through some things here with your father. And like I said, I feel like he's watching you from the outside in. And he sees you as being like, some of you, for those of you who have not yet forgiven your father for anything, some of you it's because he wasn't there for you. Others of you, your father let you down some kind of way. But he sees you as having a lot of pride. Perhaps he feels like you're too prideful, too proud to accept his apology, to hear him out. He wants to be part of your family here, this beautiful family. He sees you, for some of you, he sees you on the television screen, or he hears you on the radio, or he sees you online. There's a sense of distance. But he sees you shining, group 2. He sees you being incredibly successful. Yeah, look, and this resentment word came up again. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So I feel strongly that your father feels like you are holding on to whatever this was that happened in the past. There is a strong feeling of resentment here. Some of you resent your father because he wasn't there and you have to take care of him now. He may be back in the picture for some of you guys, and you constantly having to do for him. Others of you, you may not have even accepted him back into your life. He sees you with your children, group 2. I just really feel like he's watching you. And you may not even have a clue. I feel like for a lot of you guys, he's hoping that you give him another chance to work things out. We have all tied up coming through here. Caring connections. Wow. And healer of the ages. Man, this is deep, group 2. This is really, really, really deep. So he sees you as being quite resistant. Hesitant. Healer of the ages is here. I feel like this is for your relationship. But someone here is saying no. It's like, I'll let you get close, but not too close. I've built my own life of happiness. I've worked hard to build this life without you. And man, he sees this person in your life, you guys. He sees your happiness. He sees you as being someone who does connect with others and who does care for others. But there's this sense of like, what about me? And then we have intimacy coming through here. Oh, wow. Same thing, you guys. Intimacy, closeness. Some of you guys, you have already overcome this situation with your father, and you guys have actually already healed and repaired this relationship. And so he does see you as being a forgiving person, someone who's open for healing, being quite generous, and saying yes to that second chance. But others of you, I feel like it hasn't happened yet. He also sees you as being quite busy, group 2. Having no time. For some of you, it's like you don't have time for him. But yeah, the way he looks at you, group 2, it's very beautiful. Like he thinks the world of you, even if he's not able to say it to you. I see it here. He sees your happiness. He sees your family. He sees the love that's, you know, here in your life. I mean, geez. You're like swimming in love and abundance. So he sees that very, very strongly. So that does conclude your reading, group 2. I hope it resonated. If it did, consider giving it a thumbs up. It helps my channel to grow. And if you guys are new here, consider subscribing. I post new pick a card readings every single week and new zodiac energetic readings every single month. I love you guys. Be blessed. Ciao. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your reading. All right, you guys, you know how I do. I don't want to waste your time, so we're going to get right into it. You're here for a very specific reason, and that's to discover, how your father sees you. What does he see? What does he think about you? What are his opinions? Let's take a look. How does your father view you, group 3? First card out is wisdom. We then have completion. Bittersweet. And guilt. Wow. Ooh. Okay, so right away, group 3, first and foremost, your dad views you as being very intelligent, very wise, almost like an old soul. It does look here like something, it looks like you've gone through something really difficult here, group 3. Perhaps you've lost someone in your life, someone really significant. And so it's like he sees you grieving over that loss. Or for some of you guys, there's a sense of guilt here because this relationship isn't what, you know, either of you thought it would be, perhaps. He sees you as being quite sad, group 3. He sees that actually you're carrying some guilt for something. You're holding on to some guilt here, group 3. We have the 10 of Cups, the 6 of Swords, the Hierophant, the Fool, the 8 of Cups, the 6 of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. So let's take a look here, group 3. How does your father see you? Yeah, it's so interesting because we saw all that sadness and then we see the 10 of Cups, which is exactly this energy of bittersweet. It's like he sees that there's something that is bitter yet sweet. There's something that brings you pain and sorrow, but there's also something that brings you joy. It could be your family, group 3. So your father sees you as being someone who's very family oriented, someone who cares a lot about your family, your husband, your wife, your children, or even just your, you know, if you haven't created a family of your own, then your internal family or the family you grew up with, your biological family. Your father views you as being someone who's not afraid to take chances, to take risks. Your father views you as being somewhat of a daredevil. You know, you do go to the edge here, and most people are afraid to go to that edge. but you take a chance. Your father sees you right now. It's like you're trying to find your purpose. You're trying to find your way in life. And so your father views you as going on, and yeah, the Hierophant. Your father sees you going through some type of a transition, group 3. You're going through some type of a major transition. And he sees you just trying to find your way. He sees you getting closer to your purpose, searching for more meaning in life. You know, there could have been something really painful that happened in your life to bring you to this point, but he's happy that you're here because this is how you grow. We also have the 6 of Cups. So I feel like your father sees you as someone who is very, I'm being attracted right now to these dogs. So your father views you as being very, very loyal, like loyal to a T. Very devoted, compassionate, just someone who's really caring. Your father views you as being someone who, like a shoulder to lean on. That's what I'm feeling with that. And with the 6 of Swords, it's like I definitely see some of you guys, or he sees that you are in a transition. You're like kind of in like this in-between phase in your life. And you're moving from harder times. So he sees you being brave enough, being courageous enough to make this transition, to make this leap here. Some of you are actually moving, like relocating. But yeah, he definitely sees you. You're coming out of a really difficult time. It could be the ending of something. For some of you, it could be the ending of a marriage or the ending of life as you knew it. And he sees you starting something new. He sees you following your heart and your passion. And he sees you doing it blindly. So it's like you don't know what the future has in store for you, but he sees you doing it anyway. He sees you taking this risk, taking this chance. But just in general, your father sees you as a very passionate person. Your father sees you as being a very adventurous person. Someone who is constantly seeking emotional fulfillment and happiness. Your father sees you as being quite a spiritual person. Someone who's constantly seeking evolution, ascension, always rising up, always rising up. Wow, we have happiness coming through here. Oh my goodness. And death. Ooh. Ooh, group 3. Jeez, some of you had a really tragic situation happen where you lost someone. For some of you, it was a child. I hate to say that, but I see that here with the 6 of Cups. But I feel like there is a significant loss in this group's life. And he sees you grieving, but he also sees you finding, you know, the joy and the happiness. And it takes a really brave kind of person to do that. And it does take someone who is, you know, who has a deeper understanding for life. And he sees that that's you. And I feel like he really admires that about you, group 3. And it's like he wants you to not feel guilty for whatever happened. Like he wants you to break free from that feeling of guilt because it's not your fault. We have optimism. Angel of love. Oh. So your father just sees you as a really good person, group 3. You're like an incredibly beautiful person. He sees you. You are an optimist. You are a very kind, gentle, loving person. And he sees you as being a very beautiful person, a very beautiful mother for those of you who are mothers, and a very amazing parent. Interesting. We have precision coming through here. So group 3, your father sees you as being someone who always likes everything to be right, quite precise. Everything like really detail oriented, group 3. Constantly seeking perfection. Perfection. Wow. First of all, I do want to say I'm so sorry for whatever it is that you guys have gone through. Some of you may even be asking about a father who is no longer with you. And I just have to say that this energy is very strong right now. Just know that you're never alone, group 3. I feel like your father can see you. He's watching you. He sees, how happy you are, how you are living your best life, group 3. He sees your family. Ooh, man. And he just sees you like, I feel like for some of you, for those of you who've lost this person is now like a guardian angel. It just feels like his spirit is always with you. I just felt like I needed to say that. All right. So that does conclude your reading, group 3. Really, really deep, profound reading. Your father loves you. Your father views you as being very beautiful and wants you to release any guilt that you have as it pertains to this relationship or any situation in your life. I love you. If this resonated with you, please consider giving it a thumbs up. It does help my channel to grow. And if you guys are new, consider subscribing. I do post new pick a card readings every single week and new energetic zodiac readings every month. Be blessed, you guys. Ciao. Hi, group 4. Welcome to your reading. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and get right into it. You're here for a very specific reason, and that's to figure out how your father sees you. How does he perceive you? What does he think about you? What are his opinions of you? Let's go ahead and take a look and see what he sees when he thinks about you, when he sees you, when he hears your name, anything. How does he see you as a person, group 4? We have self-worth, instinct, discovery, and forgiveness. Wow. So first and foremost, group 4, your father definitely sees you as someone here who knows your self-worth, your self-value. And for those of you who do struggle with insecurities, then your father sees you as someone who's trying to figure that out. Like he sees you as someone who is constantly striving to discover more about yourself so that you can grow and evolve and ascend. Your father sees you as a very forgiving person, a very loving person, a very kind person. Also, your father sees you as a protector. Like you protect people that are close to you. You protect people that you love from, outside forces here. So very, very warm energy coming through here. We also have the Chariot, the Page of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Devil, the Ace of Wands, wow, and the Ten of Cups. How beautiful. Wow, group 4. So your father sees you as someone being very happy, group 4. Like your father sees you being very happy with your life. There's a lot of emotional fulfillment here. And he sees that you feel fulfilled, emotionally content. Your father sees that you are quite a loving person, a very motivated and driven person. There's a lot of fire showing up here for you. So, and water, mostly water. Actually all water except for this Ace of Wands. So with so much water here, your father sees you as being quite sensitive, loving, caring, kind, compassionate, considerate of others. Big heart, group 4. Your father sees you as having a really big heart. Just a sweetheart. And I feel like your father loves you so much. Your father sees you as someone who's always trying to learn. You're like a student. Your father sees you as always learning about yourself and about life. I feel like you ask the big questions in life. Who am I? Why am I here? What is my purpose? Your father also sees you as a type of person who tells the honest truth. So you're not the type of person to sugarcoat something. It's like you're going to say something the way that it is. Your father sees you as someone who really is on the go, who loves to travel, who always just loves to move. You're just moving. Your father sees you as someone who knows where they're going because you know who you are. You know your worth and your value. So your father sees you going big places, group 4. Your father also views you as someone who has a lot of self-control, a lot of dignity, and a lot of strength. Your father sees you, some of you guys may struggle with alcoholism or any kind of addictions here. And so your father does see that you struggle with that, certain things that hold you back. But these could be addictions to anything: gambling, cigarettes, drugs, reality television, candy, cell phone. I mean, you know what I mean? We have the Lovers showing up here. Wow. The Tower. And the Six of Cups. Interesting. So in your father's eyes, group 4, it's like you will always be his or her baby girl. You'll always be his or her baby boy. Your father is having an interesting time adjusting to the switch because you are now an adult. But to him, he sees you still as this young, innocent child. He sees you being a very, just a happy person, you guys. So innocent. It's like Jubilee. But he also sees you, some of you guys are have a really significant relationship here with someone. So he does see you happy with your relationship, and he's really happy that you found someone who makes you happy, who understands what your worth and value is, because some of you guys have been through other relationships that had you question your self-worth and value. These people put you down. They challenged you. They made you feel so small. But like a lot of you guys are with the right person right now. And so he sees that. But also, you guys, your father here is a really strong soulmate in your life. Really strong soulmate. Not a romantic one, obviously, but you know, it's like a divine union, you and your father, group 4. Your father has seen you go through a lot. You've gone through something really traumatic, and he has seen you come out on the other side a better person. We have imagination and regret. Wow. So there are some things that your father may be holding on to. There could be some regrets that he has as it pertains to your relationship, group 4. Some things he wishes he could have done differently. Letting go. The Sun. The Temple Path. Wow. Third Eye Chakra. The Thinking Man. Throat Chakra. And Heart Chakra. So group 4, your father definitely sees you as having a big heart, like we said earlier. Your father also sees you as being quite vocal. As we said earlier too, you are not afraid to express your opinions. You are very opinionated. You stick to your truth, and he appreciates that about you. Your father feels as though you have something really unique about your voice. You have something that, what am I trying to say? It's like you have something that you want to say that matters. That doesn't make much sense. But your father appreciates your voice. Speaking your voice and speaking your truth. If that makes any sense for you guys. For some of you who haven't spoken to your father in a long time, he could be thinking about communicating with you, reaching out to you. Your father sees you as being someone who's just happy and quite lucky. Your father sees you as being someone who's definitely on the right track in life, following, following your own path here, group 4. This energy of letting go and regret. Perhaps some of you are having a hard time letting go of the past. Whatever happened in the past that wasn't, what you may have wanted. Some of you, your father feels like there's something that's holding you back from completely excelling. Interesting. And we also have versatility and competence. Yeah, so you guys are just good. You guys, your father views you as being very smart, but just in like a common sense kind of way. Like you just get it. You get what most people don't get. So he sees you as being competent. He sees you as being versatile. So some of you may have a very unique style. Something that is, different from most people. There's something unique about you, group 4. And your father sees that and he appreciates it. I just feel like your father loves you for exactly who you are. And he sees that you're versatile, group 4. He sees that you have an ability to adapt to different environments, different people. So group 4, that does conclude your reading. I hope that it resonated. If it did, consider giving it a thumbs up. It does help my channel to grow. And if you guys are new here, consider subscribing. I post new videos every single week, and I post new pick a card readings every single week, and I post new zodiac readings every month. So be blessed, you guys. Love you lots, and I'll talk to you later. Ciao.